Munster, Indiana. You can see the snow collecting out here on their deck, and you can see there's probably a good 4, 5, maybe 6 inches of snow already, and this was taken about an hour ago. Again, use the hashtag ABC7Snow, and we'll try to get your picture on the air. That's just one of several
Much
pictures.
better.
Check out this picture. This was
Using the
taken in
TV.
Joliet, and you can see,
In the
again,
living
about
room here.
5 to 6 inches of snow out on the patio. And our third picture is from Madison, taken from a deck overlooking the parking lot, and you can see how much snow is on that car. And the thing is, you folks down in places like Madison and over towards Munster, you're only about halfway done with the snow, because you can see what's going on high resolution Doppler right now. Snow falling across much of the area. That will continue to be the case on high resolution Doppler as we head through the afternoon hours. There you see those bands of snow. Let's start up north, because that's where we're seeing lesser amounts of snow, at least going forward. Crystal Lake, north and west, you're pretty much done with the snow, though you're trying to get back into just the back edge of the snow. But just from Highland Park southward, that's where you get into the real snow. Lamont to Lombard to Elmhurst to Chicago, we're seeing some heavier snow with that dark blue. And right along the I-55, I-57 corridors, that's where we're seeing the moderate snow. And we still have several hours to go before we get completely out of this. Winter storm warning in effect until 6 p.m. for much of the area, and until midnight for Kankakee County and northwest Indiana. And then the wind chill warning goes in effect. This starts at 6 p.m. Yes, it's been cold in Chicago. We're used to the cold, but this could be the coldest weather we've seen in several decades. We could be talking about wind chill values lower than 40 degrees below zero, and it will not warm up much during the day tomorrow. Matter of fact, the high tomorrow will be at midnight, when we'll be probably at or slightly below zero, but the worst of the cold will come as we head into the day tomorrow. Right now we're at 16 in O'Hare, down to 10 in Sycamore, but still 27 in Hammond and 30 in Morocco. Wind chill values, well, you can see it already feels like it's 2 below at O'Hare, and 6 below is the current wind chill in Harvard. As we go through the day, temperatures will continue to fall, and by tomorrow morning, look at these lows. These are not wind chills, folks. These are actual air temperatures, mainly between 10 and 20 degrees below zero by daybreak tomorrow. Look at the current wind chills throughout the Midwest. This is the cold air that's coming our way.
Is this a dream? Am I dreaming this?
Below right now,
a nightmare?
up in Williston. So snowy
God
and windy this
damn it.
afternoon. An additional 3 to 7 inches of snow from the city on south. Total snowfall here in the city will probably be 10 to 12 inches. Windy and bitterly cold. The snow will end tonight, but with winds gusting to 35 to 40 miles per hour, there will be significant blowing and drifting of that snow. Dangerously cold tomorrow with that high temperature, the daytime high.
Hey, you want to go for a bike ride?
Fortunately, as we head through the week, temperatures do moderate, and we'll get back into the lower 30s by next Friday and Saturday. So, Ben and Stacy, we're not done with the storm, not by a long shot. That will be the case through the evening hours, and then the brutal cold settles in overnight and into the day tomorrow.
Phil, thank you very much. We've already started to see that transition to colder weather. When you and I went on the air at 5 o'clock this morning, temperatures were in the 20s. Now we're at 16 degrees downtown, and boy, would feel nice about this time tomorrow when we are going to be closer to 16 below zero. Here's a live picture now on the near west side of the city's Office of Emergency Management and Communications. They're running about 25 minutes late for their update on the snow conditions and their response to it. We will go to it just as soon as they begin.
Another thing to point out too, obviously we always talk a lot about the warming centers that are available to people out there. We talk about the ones in Chicago, but also want to note too, out in DuPage County, Lombard, the village put out a warning just saying, listen, in the village of Lombard, we'd like to remind everyone, too, that there are warming centers throughout the community. They're saying that the Helen Plum Memorial Library is one of them. There are also libraries, that's an important thing to point out, too, that are available just in case you do need someplace to go.
And this is a map from the Illinois Department of Transportation's website. I pulled it up here and wanted to show it to you because I think it gives you a big picture of what we're experiencing right now. The red lines on your screen are highways that are snow or ice covered right now. So you can see downstate, it's an absolute mess. Most of the interstates currently snow and ice covered. The yellow on your screen is where the roads are drivable, but there are patches of ice and snow that exist. The green, well, that's where it's clear. But look at that. You only see green interstate in the northwest corner of the state, up near Freeport, and in the very southern tip of Illinois, down near Carbondale and Cairo. Pretty amazing picture. Gives you a big picture view of just the deteriorating weather condition that we have, not just in the Chicago metropolitan area.
Someone who's been experiencing that, has been on the roads throughout the day, is eyewitness news reporter Diane Pathew, and they have been traveling from the north suburbs. She had been to Chicago all the way down to Evergreen Park. The south suburbs, you're really seeing it, and she's out there live joining us right now. Diane?
And you can really see a significant difference, Stacey, when you travel from the downtown area and head south. That's the biggest difference, because downtown you're just seeing basically wet conditions. The salt is really working. The clouds have come through. Then you head south, where we've been here since 7 o'clock this morning, and this is a slowed down version of the snowfall that we're experiencing. And it doesn't look, I imagine, like it's slowing down to you in the TV screen. So we haven't taken a break at all from this snowfall all morning long. So most of you are waking up to a street, if you live on a side street, that looks like this. Snow covered, there's some ice underneath this snow. People are getting up this morning, shoveling out their cars, using their snowblowers to clear their sidewalks, doing everything they can to try and keep ahead of this snowstorm. But that's really hard because there's so much accumulation on the ground right now. It's simply very difficult to keep up with it. And then a lot of this snow is now compacted, so it's really heavy, really wet snow that people are having to shovel out or use a snowblower. There was a man earlier who was using a snowblower to clear out the bank's parking lot earlier this morning, and he was using a snowblower and having a tough time with the snowblower. So that gives you an idea of just how heavy the snowfall really is. And as I mentioned, it hasn't stopped since we've been here all morning long. The significant accumulation, as you heard Phil and Troy talk about, is towards the south, in the south suburbs, which is where we are. We're in Evergreen Park. A lot of you may be waking up going, I've got nothing outside.
I'm not going to be able to go out, Shirley. It's just too severe already.
Again, they're just trying to keep
I should have gone out at 10 o'clock in the morning.
So the main thoroughfares, here's the good news. The plows
I have no help, though.
these main thoroughfares and
With no friends to come over and help me. I can't do it myself, and my daughter's sick. My wife is sick.
It took a long time to get there, though, because the salt wasn't working for a very long time, and obviously people were slipping and sliding all over the place. But again, that's the good news here. But as these temperatures begin to dip, and we're starting to feel a temperature difference this morning, it is starting to get a lot colder now. The wind is picking up as well, so you've got some blowing and drifting snow that's causing more problems as well. So keep all of that in mind.
Easier if I walked
over
over to
today,
the
just give yourself some extra time on the roadways, specifically if you have to be on a lot of these side streets. because
Maybe
they
so.
are slick and very snow-packed.
I wish I
That's
could help
causing a
you.
lot of these problems, so just keep that in mind.
But I'm a
Folks
total
are coming through,
cripple.
They're just having a hard time keeping up with the accumulation, as is everyone else trying to get their driveways and sidewalks cleared this morning. So definitely give yourself some extra time and give yourself a break this morning. We're reporting live in Evergreen Park.
You got
Diane
money you
Pathew,
could give
ABC
No, I have
7
no
Eyewitness
money.
News. Back to you in studio.
You have to ask Margot. Hopefully she's got some.
Appreciate it.
I doubt
Let's
it.
go back to the phones.
Then
now.
we're
Dan
fucked.
Rosick with the Illinois Tollway
Do you have any
Authority
money?
joins us live on the
How are
phone
you
now
gonna
give
go
us,
to the
an
store this
idea
morning?
of how the toll
Well, I
is
have my
faring this morning.
debit
It
card.
stretches all the way
See?
from Wisconsin to the Illinois line across the suburbs. Dan, how are
Maybe
things
we
looking
should-
this morning?
It's very
I think about going out.
It's, we're having partly
Oh.
snow-covered lanes in the southern section of the system, as you said. There's
Maybe I'll go with
snow
you.
down there. Pavement in
So
other
that you
areas,
can-
to the north and west tends to be clear and wet.
So how are things going? I'm sure that you have a fleet of snow trucks out there. Are you having a concentrated effort, or is everyone kind of going up and down, just trying to hit every spot?
You know, everybody's out. We've had our full complement of 182 plows and crews out all night working, salting and plowing, focusing more now on the efforts where the snow's the heaviest, again, the southern and eastern sections. But they have been going around the clock.
And what's your plan as round two of this storm enters into the area? And I'm not talking about the snow, I'm talking about the cold, the deep freeze. I'm thinking of the ice that could occur on the roadways. And I know a lot of transportation agencies.
Ask Margot
have
if she's
concern
got any
that
money.
salt simply isn't effective at the extreme low end of the temperature scale.
That's a concern. That's why we're trying to get the de-icing out now while the temperatures are still fairly, at least above zero anyway. I won't say fairly mild, but above zero.
Some of the challenges obviously have been that we have seen snow Since Tuesday, it has just been coming one punch after the other, and it only continues. What kind of concerns do you have when it comes to the work, the load of work that all the drivers are under during the last several days at this point, and especially going into the commute tomorrow, which is going to be important first thing in the morning on a Monday?
We've been rotating our crews, so folks have been getting rest. It's tough, but you know, they've been doing a great job.
And do you guys have to do anything special with your toll takers who are going to be they're protected in their booths, but they're open.
God
they're
damn it!
reaching out to motorists.
Oh,
as they, windshields.
just